Hello, everyone. Welcome. We'll be starting shortly. Hi, CS. Good to see you. Hi, Gary. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Alexon. Hi, LS. Good. Welcome. Hi, Pat. Hi, White. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hi, T. How are you? Starting now. Excellent. Let's start. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the Actions to Wealth Market Analysis show for today, Sunday, the 10th of December, 2023. My name is Lenka Taylor, and today I'll be looking at a number of trade setups. But before I start looking at charts, Sam is going to play a short video update from Orlando.
Hello traders, how are you? Orlando here. Let's have a look at what we have going on for the US dollar and the Japanese yen for next week. So I'm looking for shorts on the US dollar, right? If you notice, this is the 1 hour chart on the USD, and the structure in this market is quite bearish, right? So a couple of things. We have this level right here. So this is a ton of liquidity built up here. Now, the reason that I call this liquidity is because this is the trap that I always look for in the market to get filled above it. In this case, because I'm looking for shorts, right? What is that, right? The first thing that you're taught when you come to trading is that whenever price breaks with a previous low or a previous level of support, in this case, because we're looking for shorts, you should wait for the retest of said level. Now, that is a trap, right? That doesn't work. In the long term, in a vacuum, trading this exact same setup does not print money. So basically, what I'm looking at here is draw on liquidity or a sweep of the highs. Why? Because after the break of these lows, this entire level right here, right? Let me just thicken this chart out. There were a couple, there were a ton of sellers at the previous broken nose, right? But where are these sellers going to place their stop losses? Of course, they're not going to place their stop losses above the structure high because that is too wide. Normally, they're going to place their stop losses, a few pips or a few ticks above their highs or their entry, which creates that liquidity. And if you notice, we have a massive inefficiency in the market here after sellers jumped in the market at this level, which created the breakout. So, well, my entry model is based on inefficiencies in the market because market has to price itself efficiently. I always wait for price to come back up, liquidate these weak players, fill this gap or inefficiency, and then I look for my entry for shorts. So, what I'm looking for at the open is a rally above those highs on the US dollar to look for shorts. On the Japanese yen side, quite different because let me just delete this, remove drawings. Let's go to 2 hour chart, right? Very bullish, very bullish. So I'm looking for longs. I've been playing the long side on the Japanese yen this entire past week, and I continue to look for longs. Now, a couple of things here. It is not as clear as on the US dollar, but if you notice here, we have these highs. So I am waiting, for the open, for price come back down here, create that trap, create that liquidity, and then come back and look for longs lower. But this is far from being complete. So my main focus is shorts on the US dollar, as I already told you before. Have a great week and trade safe.
Thank you, Orlando. And I will now share my screen and go through some charts for the upcoming week. I must say, I don't think there's anything very exciting at this point, but we shall see once price action moves along during the week. So here I am looking at CAD and JPY. And at the moment, price action has broken below the previous lows, which are here, these previous lows. So I am looking for price to come back up, do a bit of a retest of this area, and then I would be looking for short opportunities there. If there is no reversal at this point, we might be back into that range and might need to wait until we are a bit further in, or even for short-term long opportunities. But the preference is for the retest of the previous lows. Next currency pair I'm going to have a look at is Euro CHF. And in this currency pair, I'm also looking for short opportunities. I'll just flick to Euro CHF here, which is my marked up charts. This is the monthly view. And on the monthly view here, we have broken below that previous level of support, and we are still in a downtrend, which looks like it could easily continue, possibly to test that previous low there. So that is the reason I would be looking for short opportunities. On the weekly, the channel is still short. We did have a couple of attempts at going above and try to break above, but we are still back into the channel last week. So looking for price to continue, possibly just in that channel going downwards. On the daily, this is where we are. We've had that downtrend, still having lower lows. Then we had the double top there, still going short, back into that previous channel. So just looking for pullback, and then any price action reversal to go back short after that, like so. The next currency pair I will be looking at is Euro New Zealand. And Euro New Zealand, also looking at short at the moment. So Euro New Zealand is here. On the monthly chart, we're just going in a bit of a range here, but we are at the top of our previous level of resistance. So the potential is there for that price to come up and retest that level to go short, and looking then to be going down to this level. If that doesn't happen, we may still have a little bit more time in that range. So looking for short of the top of the range if that would be an opportunity. So waiting for price action to show which way it's going to go. On the weekly, we had a high reversal, had a low, had a lower high here, and now broken one two closes below the previous low. So looking for that price action to potentially continue lower, come back, and then retest that level there, or just that previous low. So it could be there. If we have that kind of price action, then I would be looking for short opportunities on Euro New Zealand. Next currency pair I'm going to look at is GBP CHF. GBP CHF. Here also I'm looking for short opportunities. Now these are not really great setups, I must admit. These are just the best that I could find for this week. They may not happen this week, might need a bit more price action. So just bear that in mind and wait for the price action. So here, looking for short, we are right at the bottom of the previous price action there on the monthly. So not ideal. However, on the weekly, we are had a false break there, tried to go higher, but fell through, didn't continue higher, and now we're in this range, this price range going sideways. So that means that there's indecision in the market. So looking for price to either break underneath, retest and go short, which would be the preferred, or if it goes higher, might need to wait until it comes to this level to see if there is then a double top like so. On the daily, looking at basically price to retest these previous lows here. And if that is the case, then looking for short opportunities or price to come underneath and then retest from there. In either case, looking for short opportunities at the moment. Okay, let me just go back to we have GBP CHF, and last one is USD CAD. So USD CAD, I'm looking for short again. Let me just say, okay. So let's start with the monthly. So on the monthly time frame, I'm looking for short opportunities. We've had these previous highs, another high, another attempt, but price did not go higher. So here I'm looking for the price basically to stay within this range and continue downwards like so. So the price action that I need to see to work with that. The last bar here on the monthly is an engulfing bar. So I'm looking for some kind of a retest of this area, looking for short. Obviously on the shorter time frames. So let's have a look at the shorter time frames. On the weekly, we've had the three tops. 1, 2, 3. We had a bearish engulfing bar and now close underneath those previous levels. So looking for a retest of that area, looking for a lower high and looking to go short. And on the daily time frame, this is what it looks like on the daily time frame. Here we had the channel going up. That has now been broken. So looking at this price action, we had a high, low, and a lower high already. We already had also a lower low. So looking for that price to come back to the top of the channel, and looking for short opportunities. The main thing that I'm looking at here is the retest of the previous low levels here. So that, which is sort of almost in line with the monthly pivot. So, and also the top of the channel. So there's a number of levels of confluence that are the previous levels of support. Then I'm looking for that to be retested and then looking for short opportunities after that. All right. Any questions on that? Any questions on that? That is pretty much all I had. Let me just see if I can find anything else of interest. I think the USD JPY, maybe not. New Zealand, CAD CHF. That was CAD CHF. Okay, that's ranging, so still waiting for price to break out of that. Let's have a look at CAD CHF. So here I'm looking at, first instance, I'm looking at short. The price action on the monthly is already underneath the previous lows. Okay. So looking for pullback first though. So looking for pullback and looking for short from there. Let's see, on the weekly, we're currently in a bit of a range. What do we have here? So we're still in the downtrend. Price tried to break higher, but did not. We did create a double top. We did have price close below. So we had lower low, and now also below that. So looking for price action to pull back and reverse from there, or anywhere that is a lower high to the previous ones, up to this level here as a triple top. Would still be looking for short opportunities there. Let's have a look on daily. So daily, still price action is currently under the previous lows. So would be looking for short opportunities. We had a couple of pushbacks here, but didn't go far enough. So now still that's pretty much the range. So if we're in that range, we can trade short of the top of the range, or once it breaks through and retest that area. If price comes back in above that area with a close there, then we would be looking for some kind of retest and going long, or number of bars going and then a retest going long. But really looking for short opportunities in the first instance. Okay. What about AUD-CHF? AUD-CHF, probably still short. AUD-CHF, let's have a look. On the monthly, we're still in that zone to be going either sideways or short. Here we had an attempt to come above, and we have indecision, so not really a clear direction there. But we did have a pin bar off the top of that channel. And here we basically just going into a triangle this way. So the price usually in a triangle gets squeezed, and once it pops above, we just wait for the retest to either go long or short. I am, however, still looking for short opportunities here. So the risk to reward ratio needs to be considered, so that if you are going in a direction that you are not going to have some kind of resistance levels in the way. So just check that before trading, especially if you're going against the trend or starting the new trend. Okey-doke. I think that's all from me for today. That was all the trade setups. As I said, it's not very exciting. There's nothing that I'm like totally looking forward to. Majority of it looks like it's in quite a bit of a tight range. So I need to see more price action first before making a decision next week. All right. Hope that was helpful. Have a great week of trading, and we will see you all next week for the last show of this year, and we will have a bit of a Christmas or holiday cheer type show with a lot of the traders in that show as well. So it will be a big one. I look forward to seeing you there next week.